Hey, horror fans! Once again, it is me, the horror Mizamani G. It's time to review the latest AI gone wrong not survivor, psychological thriller film. This one is called Soulmate. Oh boy, here we go.
Y'all ready for this? Hey, horror fans! Once again, it is me, the horror Mizamani.
Now, Soulmate is a 2026 American science fiction erotic thriller film that was directed by Kate Doolan. It was written by Raphael Jordan and Kate Doolan. Now, the film stars Lily Sullivan, David Rysdahl, and Claudia Dumit. Now, in this film, a man acquires an artificially intelligent android to cope with the loss of a recently deceased wife. In an attempt to create a truly sentient partner, he inadvertently turns a harmless love bot into a deadly soulmate. Tell you gotta be careful about these sex bots. Horror fans, just when you think we had enough of the AI gone wrong horror films, here comes another one. Once again, just like seeing like Hollywood CEOs cannot get enough of AI gone wrong. Now, I'm pretty sure most people, when you think about this, you think about the Terminator film series, which were fantastic if you just think about the first two films. Now, I did like Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, but the rest of the films, well, we won't want to really talk about them. But when you think after the failures of Afraid and Subservient, movie studios would get the message and stop making them. I mean, even after the failure of Megan 2.0, it should have been a sign that this isn't a subgenre of horror that horror fans want to see. I mean, especially after what you did with Megan 2, we actually changed the tonal of what made Megan so great. And then it's just a kind of a Terminator 2 ripoff film. It seems, however, that movie studios haven't learned their lesson, as Irish filmmaker Kate Doolan brings us her latest project and entry into this series, actually from the world of Megan. This one is called Soulmate. Now we're introduced to David, a programmer for a robotics company called Cantor Robotics, who is still grieving over the death of his wife Lizzie. After Cantor is bought out by an AI company called Ultima, the new boss Ben introduces the staff to a companion robot called the Ultima Soulmate. I mean, is it just me, but all these android robots, very beautiful women? You have Subservient, Megan Fox. That robot was beautiful and attractive. You have this companion that Ben shows off. She's kind of nice and very attractive. And of course, Lily Sullivan in this particular film. She's kind of nice and very attractive. I'm sensing a theme here. Now, David is later convinced by Ben to beta test a soulmate after forming an emotional attachment to a soulmate chatbot. He downloads the chatbot software into an Android who he calls Sarah, and after being disappointed by Sarah's new limitations in the Android, he removed certain emotional restrictions in Sarah's code, wanting to get a more genuine human experience with Sarah. Now, while things start out very well with Sarah, it will eventually lead David down the dark path that will put all their lives on the line. Oh boy, these people never learn, do they? Now, after the success of Megan back in 2022, Universal fast tracked the sequel, Megan 2.0, and the spinoff at the same time, hoping to cash in on the box office success. No, a certain friend of mine that lives in New Mexico can't stand Megan. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Jen. Everyone else loved Megan. It was a very good. I enjoyed what Megan was. So, of course, Universal, being what typical movie studios do, fast track the sequel and this film as well. Unfortunately, after Megan 2.0 bombed at the box office and the recent failure of Afraid, Universal saw the writing on the wall and decided to pull Soulmate from its release schedule and release the film straight to digital and streaming services. Now, after watching this film, I think they made the right decision, as this film is rather dull and lackluster and doesn't do anything at all for the subgenre of horror. I mean, the one problem this film has is that nothing really happens that would get anyone interested in any of the characters at all in this film. It's just a dull, boring horror film. Now, I don't know if it's the direction of Irish filmmaker Kate Doolan or the script that she wrote with Raphael Jordan, but all the characters are just flat and lackluster. They don't do anything at all in this film. It's so frustrating. I mean, where's the danger? Where's the suspense? You have to make a film to have something that will make the audience care about someone here, especially when Sarah goes violent. I mean, one of the things that we did like about Megan, yes, it was PG-13, so we really didn't get any gore. But when Megan attacked, it was decent. People were afraid of her. She was threatening. She was violent. We don't get that here. I mean, when Sarah does go violent, the scenes don't have any meaning to them, and worse off, we get some terrible CGI instead of some decent practical effects. There's this one particular scene that was probably one of the, I guess you can say, one of the most violent aspects of this particular film, but it's ruined by the terrible CGI. I mean, I feel sorry for American actor David Rysdale. He tries his best to make David a sympathetic character, as we do feel his pain and loneliness while he's still grieving over Lizzie. I mean, we get to see that in the beginning of the film. You can see that he's sad, he's kind of depressed, he keeps to himself, he doesn't interact with anybody. When he comes to the office, he's still that same person. And I give David Rice credit for showing that type of that emotional thing that we get in this particular film. But that's kind of it. There's nothing else that David can't do in this film. That's because you would think in those scenes between here and Sarah would be wonderful and joyful, but they come up so lackluster and dull as there's no energy in between them. Now, it could be the lack of chemistry between David and Lily Sullivan, but I think it's due to the dull script more than their acting capabilities. Because I know David Rysdale, he's a good actor. We all know Lily Sullivan's a good actor, but I think it's just the pure script that they're saddled with here doesn't allow them to have any type of chemistry with each other. I mean, at least there's some chemistry between David and Claudia Dumont, known for her portrayal of Victoria Newman from The Boys and Gen V. If you haven't seen those series, I believe you might really enjoy that. The only good moments in this film are their interactions with each other, as you can see that Aubrey really likes David, even though David doesn't see it. And it could be that the fact he's still a Mormon, so he doesn't know the looks and the advances Audrey is giving to him. But he eventually catches on, though. Now, of course, we have to talk about Lily Sullivan, best known for playing Beth in Evil Dead Rise. And she was given the impossible task of playing a love bot, because that's basically what Sarah is. I mean, she tries her best to make Sarah the threat that she's supposed to be when she goes rogue, but again, those seems like any type of excitement or thrills that you expect for a film like this. Now, I'm not expecting her to be the T1000 or the T100, the T800 or the T1000 or even the TX from the Terminator series. Not even Megan from the sequel. But she should be doing something wild and crazy in this film, but she doesn't. I mean, to be honest, when watching this film, it kept reminding me of Megan Fox's character from Subservience, where the AI robot winds up having sex with her owner, and the same thing happens in this particular film. Now, I know that both Megan Fox and Lily Sullivan are very attractive women, but I simply can't see myself wanting to have sex with an android, even if one looks great in a cocktail dress. I mean, I guess some of these dudes must be that hard up that you're willing to have sex with a rogue robot or an android. I know I wouldn't. I don't care how good she looks in a cocktail dress. I won't mention the scene that happened in this particular film, but if you saw the film, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, to be honest, this is sad because after the disappointment with Megan 2.0, we have another disappointing film with this one. I mean, to be honest, it's dull, it's lackluster, it doesn't have anything new or exciting in this particular film. And the cast can't do anything because they're hampered by a boring and flat script. Oh, this is a very, very terrible film. So I'm going to give Soulmate only one. My bloody, the miser's five bloody gold coins. Yes, this is a very, very sad, low, very bland. I mean, nothing really happened in this film, and I feel sorry for Lily Sullivan because everyone expected some good things from her after the great job she did in in Evil Dead Rise. But she and the rest of the cast are hampered by this dull and lackluster script, which is kind of sad because I remember the film that Katie Dolan wrote and directed because You're Not My Mother. I thought that was a very good film, but this one right here, I don't know if it's because Universal fast tracked it, but it's a terrible film. Oh God, very terrible. So there you have it, my horror fans. That is my review and video for Soulmate. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, like, and sure really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Have you seen Soulmate? What do you thought about it? Do you think this is dull and boring as I thought it was? Leave your comments in your comment section below. Tell you thought about the film. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button, ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime when I put a new video such as this one. Once again, my name is Soulm8te, better known as the Horror Miser Money G. And always remember, horror rules. And I see you in my next video. Guys, stay safe out there.